Okay, so now we have Neil Grindley, a Programme Manager for JISC. Neil's going to talk about the discussion session that he was involved in at the JISC forum session of the JISC Repositories and Preservation Programme meeting. The session Neil was involved in was about sharing data. So, over to you, Neil.
Yeah, we had a good discussion, half an hour in the forum, talking about attitudes and processes around enabling the sharing of data. This is a very hot topic, and we pushed around some of the ideas that surface quite a lot in these discussions, and we talked a bit about roles and responsibilities. There's this idea that research groups often assign the role of kind of data custodian to one person, and there are difficulties there in terms of career development. So defining those roles and professional kind of capacity for those individuals is obviously extremely important. Another thing we talked about in terms of roles is getting kind of non-data people involved in the whole discussion. We were talking about the role of librarians. I think there's a big role for cross-domain cooperation in this area. We talked about the sort of things that JISC can do in this area, and our case studies cropped up. There's the SCARP initiative at the moment is doing immersive case studies that are very domain specific, and we think there's going to be great value there. I think there was a feeling at the forum meeting that the case studies, more case studies, and with going into quite granular detail with particular researchers doing in particular domains, that kind of level of detail is absolutely vital to extracting and exploiting the value of them. And we talked about training and advice to practitioners at a very early stage, with the model of advisory services or support services helping researchers right at the start of the bid writing process when they're actually dealing with data management plans. So some ideas just to take away, a useful discussion.
Thank you very much, Neil.